Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. Let's get your name.
My name is Reggie.
Okay, Reggie, how old
My
are
name is
you?
Reggie.
36.
Okay, and what do you do?
Doing financial literacy, help people with their credit,
Bro,
build passive income, start
look at
businesses,
this.
things like that.
Bro,
Very
y'all
cool. What are some
just
things I could do for fun?
So for me, it's not what you do, it's who you with. You do the same
Okay.
thing you do with the right person, you can make it a
all
difference.
right, check me out. So Reggie has on this suit that's too small for him. And he has it on with some, I think those were Jordans. Reggie does not know how to dress. I think from what I can see, Reggie might still have the tag on his suit. Y'all don't see that? When I say y'all, I mean all the women that did not pop for Reggie because he's tall, dark, and all right looking. I don't know how this is gonna go, but like I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know, man. You could be the coolest dude in the world, and women will overlook all of that if they think you got money. And I'm not saying every woman in the world. I'm not saying that at all. Let me just play it because before I put my foot in my mouth. But Reggie, my point is, you look terrible, dog. That's my point. This is not a good fit. Look at him. He looks ridiculous.
Good time. But for me,
The
because
jacket is too small.
I'm about experiences, so I like traveling, I like
And then got
kind
the
of build
nerve to
with
have on sneakers. Look at it. Look.
your partner. Yeah, just having fun.
Okay.
Video gaming as well, of
Oh,
course.
video.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. You too old.
Hey, what
Too
are
old to
some
be
things you
playing
look for in a
video
woman?
games
I like
for
awards.
women. They don't want to see you sitting down enjoying yourself. No video game. The moment you said video games, they saw you with a headset on and a microphone. the moment you said it. The moment I said it.
To be yourself. Kind of, I like when people kind of can meet themselves or who they are and just kind of accept it and grow from there, not kind of like change someone. Like, hey, you're into this, I'm into this. We can learn from each other. So, just someone who's open with themselves, comfortable being who they are.
Okay, and now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me, definitely smoking cigarettes, and yeah, I would just say more so with the what I just said as far as like trying to change. Like, I'd rather grow as each other than just like you got to do things this way, things like that.
Okay. All right. So we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Tracy and I'm 37. And the only reason why I popped, I mean, you're handsome, you got it going on. I loved everything that you said.
Thank
I
you.
would not have popped, but I had just come out of an 11-year marriage and video games was a major issue for me. So, yeah, I know you're not that
You're not
person.
him. But I
So
just,
don't say,
bro, I'm feeling traumatic. I hear everything that I said. No need. This is not an indictment on you. But you brought up video games. She can't do it right now, dog. The moment she see you on the game, she gonna snap. No, don't even just say okay. Just say okay. Don't try to defend yourself in this moment, bro. 11-year marriage and your shirt and your jacket is too short anyway. Men, pause. Men, the jacket needs to come by at least somewhere near your this part, this bone part. Okay? Anywhere higher than that, it is too short. It gotta come here. You look ridiculous, Reggie.
the past is not you, but it's just for me, I don't like it. I've never valued a man that played video games, and I'm not saying that, if that's your hobby, you can't play video games, but
I
it's
feel
just
like
something that
she would maybe be cute in a whole nother outfit. This is not becoming of her. This does not fit her well at all.
brings up just something very negative for me. So I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't
And
like
that's
video
okay.
games,
That's what life does.
but everything else, okay.
No, no,
All right. And
no.
Reggie, is she someone that is your type?
Definitely my type. I do have a question though, as far as you're saying, like for the video games, what type of struggles were you finding with that?
Just more so
I like
time
the way
when
you
I
asked.
wanted to
I like the way
spend
you asked it.
time together. It's kind of
I like the way he asked it. I ain't mad at how he asked it. He asked it very, very politely and all of that. Not like as some sort of attack on her, not to be like how do I get you out of this? But like maybe I could learn something from this. Now, depending on her response, he might come back and say something. Well, then maybe you should, and that's out of bounds. 11-year marriage, she said. She dealt with it for 11 years and was a big reason for why they got divorced, which
just
is
like the
crazy.
videos turned into leagues and all these things like that. So it was just a major part of the relationship that I felt like we could have spent
Together.
together. So
Okay, I
mhm.
love that.
So maybe she wanted to be a part of it. Not saying a part of it, but like I get it. I've also learned this. Women want to do stuff with you. They don't want to, they don't, of course, they want to do stuff for you, but they also want to do stuff with you. And so I've learned many times, I mentioned video games. I don't play video games, but I've recently started playing games more because, my daughter's getting older. So she's starting to be into video games. I want her to get into them, hand-eye coordination, all of that, think stuff through before. There's many benefits to playing video games or games in general. So we started playing more, and I'm like, yeah, at one point, a woman I was talking to, I'm saying like, oh yeah, I'll get in. I'm starting to play games some more, like just to relax my mind and stuff like that. She's like, video games. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you one. You could play with me. And she's like, I'll buy you a controller. You could play with me. She's like, oh, okay. Like they like to be involved, and so if you involve them and you want them to be involved, they have way less of an issue with it. So she's like, yo, a league and all of that type of stuff. There's many ways in which he could have incorporated her into that. Like, hey, does she get to watch? When, you know what I mean? Does she get to watch? Does she get to play? What does she get to do? Are the boys coming over? Like, how does she get to be involved in that? So it's all about inclusion, man. Yeah, women have less of an issue with the game because it's all about quality time. They think that's you Xing them out of, that's you box. That's something that's a part of you that they don't have access to, and you don't want that to be the case. You know what I mean? Of course, that might be an outlet and all of that type of stuff. So sometimes maybe let her know, hey, I just want to play this by myself today or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But you have to involve her. If you want it to not be an issue, you have to involve her.
Yeah,
That's my 2 cents.
Thank you. And then we got one down over here. We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm 37.
Nice
So
to meet
very good looking, well dressed brother.
Thank you.
So I popped my balloon and I wanted to elaborate.
Right.
Could you say how are
Thank
you a
you,
gamer
cameraman.
like you got a game all the time? Or is it like I wanted you to elaborate? I have
I
a
knew they were
almost
gonna say he's
14-year-old.
very.
So
I'm like, he's not
he's a
dressed
gamer.
well.
Right.
So
He's
when I hear
not.
somebody say video games, I'm like, is it something that's just what you must do? Like how often, how long? Do you
So
have time for like family games outside of just video games?
yeah, so when I said I don't know, well, maybe I did just say video games, but I meant
Yeah.
games. So I like family night, like just family fun, Sunday fun day stuff
Oh.
like that, and just kind of doing different themes. Like I like to host it, make it fun. So yeah, games like that. I rarely really have time to video game, but if you have time for advice, you'll do it for like.
Old girl down there like, oh, he mean video game? She was like, what? Not video games. I might need my balloon back.
30 minutes, whatever you got, but I'm a working man, so
See, there you
it's
go.
not realistic anymore.
You can't just say video games.
Right.
I put my balloon back together. But no, when I hear that, it's like when you say video games, I'm thinking he gonna sit on this game forever. But no,
That's what they
that's
think.
the reason I wanted to elaborate.
Yeah,
like, okay,
definitely.
what do you mean by that? Because I don't mind games,
Uh-huh.
but family games, board
Yeah,
games,
definitely.
outside games. Okay.
Absolutely.
If you must play video games, I got Mario Party. I got the Switch. I'm a family man as much as possible. I only got the game just to, again, like I'm not a gamer like that. You know what I mean? But I got Mario Party. So now my daughter and I were able to play together. Just stuff that we're able to play together. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's important. Togetherness.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. Now, is she someone that is your type?
Yeah, well put together, well dressed, well
Thank
spoken.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All So
I don't know. She got them big mama your arms. I don't know.
we still have quite a few balloons left unpopped. I'm gonna go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question to help us narrow it down.
No problem at all. All right. So my first question is this: has anyone ever been in the entertainment business? And have you ever had OnlyFans? Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, let's start over here with your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hey, I'm Mrs. Parker. I'm 39. When you say entertainment business, do you mean like just OnlyFans, or do you like? Can you specify?
So like I would say like dancing, things like this.
Oh no.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
You look
Your name and
African.
age and the answer to this question.
I'm Chanel. I'm
You got a
42.
wide gait to
And I
walk.
would say I'm in the entertainment. I've never had an OnlyFans. I probably would break the internet if I was. However, I create trivia games.
I'm not clicking that link.
So one thing I noticed, as you mentioned, is that game night.
Yes.
Well, I have 3 games that I've created, and I sell them on Amazon.
Amazing.
Family night, game night, hip hop edition. So I love to host those things as well. So that is the close I'm going to get with entertaining. And then, of course, with my consulting business, there's a few networks that I work with as well. So
Perfect.
She like
I love
we
that.
could work together.
Your name and age
That's what
and the
she's
answer to
saying.
this question.
My name is Davinia. I'm 41, and no, I am not in the entertainment business. I never have been. So
Great.
Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Shay. I'm 37 and I do not have an OnlyFans. I do dabble in acting. Yes.
That's great.
Your name
Why
and
you
age
making
and
that
the answer to this
face?
question.
I'm Janae, 34. Never know OnlyFans. Not my style, but I do sing, and that's the only thing.
That's great. You have some music out to kind of do it as a hobby.
I do. I wanted to do it as a career, but I'm just
Because
focused on something.
Soleil already beat
Respect
you
that.
to it.
I respect that.
Thank
You
you.
look like Soleil Jr.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Venusian 39. I am a TikTok creator manager. So that's about the only entertainment platform I utilize. But other than that, no, I don't have an OnlyFans.
All right, great.
Now these are questions that you asking. Man, get a
Okay.
grip.
All right, so Reggie, I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons based off of what you're seeing
just-
and what you've heard so far. So let me give you a pick.
Okay, so
Just
based
2.
off the questions. Tough. Okay. I am going to
Ireland.
pop.
It's so funny.
So you're gonna follow me? Okay.
Yeah, pop those 2 and
I'm
then
gonna pop this
I don't know
one.
where you're popping.
Oh
One
man,
more.
I'm going to pop.
this
I'm gonna
this
pop
is
this
an
one.
ego trip right here. Well, oh wow.
Okay, let's start over here. And so, Mrs.
If I
Okay,
pop
why
somebody
did you have your
ugly, I
balloon
gotta
pop?
pop somebody fine.
I was trying to like be patient. You're swagged out. I love your drip. I love the turtle necklace.
Thank you.
Just give you a chance. I'm really not into bald heads. So I was just trying to like not pop before you came out and just hear you out.
So he's not your usual type?
Yes, he is.
Again, like you look good. It's just the bald. No, I'm just trying to,
Got it.
See,
really find love and like step outside of my box. So
not
You know,
everybody
like,
look
more
good
bald
with
heads, the
hair.
less hair you have, the more heads you get.
hey, if it works for you, so I ain't shaving my head. I don't have no issues.
Okay,
Jokes.
Reggie, why did you end up popping
Reggie
her
is
balloon?
trash. And I told y'all Reggie was
Um,
corny when he first came out. Y'all don't be listening to me. One day. I may be
Gorgeous,
dead and gone,
beautiful,
but y'all
well
gonna
presented.
listen.
I think just from
Y'all gonna hear me.
some of the answers, I like a few of the other answers better, but that's literally it.
Okay,
Respect.
thank you. And let's go to the other one you ended up popping. Okay, and why did you have your balloon unpop for Reggie?
When he came out, I felt like he was confident. I love the way he's dressed.
Reggie, she
Yeah, I
looked
just
like the
wanted to
one
hear
for you.
more what he had to say and his energy.
And Reggie, why did we end up popping her balloon?
Yeah, same thing. I wish I could have got like a more meat to the bone question, but same type of thing. I kind of like just some of the other answers, well put together. Love the purple. So yeah,
Thank
just
you.
Okay, go ahead and ask these ladies another question.
all right.
I know
there
you
we
had
go.
one brewing.
Yeah, I had a
I know
brew.
you had
Okay.
one
Ask a
brewing.
better
So my
one.
question is
Do
this:
any of y'all
how
have
do
an
you feel
OnlyFans?
about your partner leading in a relationship? And in your opinion, what is the kind of thin line between, oh, this is a man that can lead, or this guy's just controlling? Like, what is your kind of difference for
They
that?
don't know.
Okay.
That's a good
Start over here.
question.
I'm Chanel, 42. my limitations, what you're saying on maybe feeling that I'm being controlled in my relationship or
Versus
that a man is leading.
correct.
I come from a traditional background. Gender roles is very important. So respecting the man in the household, whether we agree to disagree, that's something that I've raised around. Public respect is very important that I've been raised under. So I would never have a disagreement with you in public. As far as controlling, I'm not really sure what you mean by that. If you're saying that you need to check my phone and you need
So
to like,
yeah, so I'm not
I
saying that.
zoned
I'm
out. My
asking you.
bad.
So I'm asking, how do you feel about a man leading in a relationship? And then I'm
oh,
asking you, in your opinion, what is the thin line between, oh, this is a guy who can lead versus, oh no, this guy's just controlling?
I just love a man that can make a decision, make a decision and go with it. I'm a Capricorn, so
Gosh.
I'm a realist. So if I see that you can't make a decision, then you can't lead. And then eventually I'll step in and make that decision. And then you might feel like that I'm overstepping
And
you.
you what?
So it's just more of a man knowing what he wants. I'll follow, you know what I'm saying? And if I see you got it, I'll wait till you get there. But if
No, she know.
if you're too far off with leading, especially
You gonna be
someone that has
taking too long for
businesses,
her, and she gonna just jump
very
in and say
attractive,
some stuff
get
and do some
attention,
stuff
there's some things
because
that
she
a
felt like
certain
you were
type of man
taking too
for
long.
me, they have to be a certain type of way, and they have to be able to stand in front of a lot of challenges with having an attractive woman and all of the assets that come along with it, so that you can stand there
Aspects.
with your head high. You remind me so much of my husband, my ex-husband. I'm so sorry. I love the bald head. My family, my brother you probably have every Jordan that ever came out. You did very well putting it together.
No,
So
he
Thank
did
you.
I'm
not.
just
He
looking at
looks
you. That's all.
terrible. This is not good.
Okay.
He
Let's
think
go
he
to the
Michael
next
Jordan.
lady. If we can have
He
your
think he
name.
93 Michael Jordan when he had that type of facial hair.
Age and the answer to his question.
Davinia, I'm 41. The answer to your question, I actually desire a man that can lead, a man that can make sound decisions, a man with a plan, but a man that also considers my needs, my wants, my desires, and my happiness. So if you're leading and you're not considering my feelings or what makes me happy or what I desire, then I think that can become a little controlling.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I want to go out or if I want to go with these friends and you're like, well, no, if we have plans, I understand. But I think that's my fine line. But other than that, I desire a man that can lead. Not all men can lead.
Absolutely. Great.
It's good down here. If we can have your name and age and the answer to his question.
Hey, I'm Janae. I'm 34. I think a man is created to lead,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't mind a leader. I think that's what I'm attracting. As far as
No,
controlling,
that's not what you're attracting.
if you're too possessive, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, yeah, lead. That's your job. I respect it 100%. Yeah, that's mine.
Absolutely.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Venusian 39. I
Venushi
think
or Venusian?
every relationship starts with a foundation. Transparency and honesty, trust
They
is
definitely
the
look
main
like they go
factor.
together.
So I think
Choose her,
when we are developing that,
I
the
guess.
leading comes with when we develop that foundation. And once we have established that, then I can trust you to lead me. So when you're asking for my phone or asking what I'm doing, then that I feel like then you're encroaching on my space. And that's something that I don't subscribe to.
Encroaching.
So that's it.
Yeah, great answer.
Okay. All right, Reggie. Let's go ahead and pop 2
Got a
balloons.
decision to make, Reginald.
All right. I mean, I just have to comment. All those answers was, yeah. Gets given. Okay. But to pop 2. All right, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, go there. You know you don't
This
want her.
one
Stop it.
doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And I'm gonna pop this
It's a
one,
toothpick
this
or
one.
whatever that is. Are you kidding me? She fine.
All right. And why did we end up popping her balloon?
Yeah, once again, I mean, all the answers were along the same lines. You definitely, I love the qualities that you're saying, and just same thing as I said. I just like a little bit of the answers a little bit better. But gorgeous, great answers. I just
Yeah,
like
let her
a
know
little
she's
bit better.
gorgeous.
And why did
I
you
want her to leave
pop
here
for Reggie?
feeling like she's
I
not.
like the style, and I wanted to hear what he had to say.
Well, that was the one.
And then we ended up popping this
You
one.
can
Why did we
ask
pop her
questions on the
balloon?
date.
I'm beating the same drum, huh?
Something
Yeah.
different.
Something different. Okay, so for
I'm not
give a good
attractive.
answer though. So I'm just gonna say,
How about that? I'm not a,
yeah, I liked your answer
I'm
because
not
everybody
attracted
gave
to
along
you.
the same line answer, but they played it their own way. So it's kind of like a show where you're kind of, I'm the guy with the stick, you know what I mean? So it's like hearing the answers, like if everyone's giving me an A and it's like, oh, this one may be an A plus, then I just like the answer a little bit better. I would approach you if I seen you like there's nothing wrong with
You
you,
would not.
my type, all that good stuff.
You would not. You wouldn't
And then why did you
not
have
have.
your
I
one
would
pop
not
for
have
Reggie?
approach.
I think Reggie's handsome, well spoken. I think I've seen him on another show, so I was trying to kind of wait and not judge by what I've seen before.
So he been on
we're
another
good.
show. He ain't say no.
So, ladies, any questions for Reggie? Okay, let's start down here.
He walking
Hey,
like
Reggie.
Hey.
How do you feel about celibacy?
um,
that. Not with it.
so pretty
You
much
know.
waiting until marriage. Is that?
Yeah.
I would say. So I'm very spiritual, right? So for me, it's like who you give your body to. It's like soul ties to me. You know what I mean?
100%.
So you don't want to just be out here going wild. So yeah. So I would say I will respect if that's a decision you're making, and we can have conversations about it, things like this. But you want to get to know the person.
Don't take this the wrong way. I don't believe in soul ties. It's not biblical. Nothing biblically that talk. But he said spiritual. So that's something else. And I don't believe. Yeah, I don't know what they on. Also, she has 3 kids with 3 different baby daddies. Now, unless she married all of these dudes and got divorced, and I'm not saying that people can't turn over a new leaf. I'm saying it's gonna be kind of hard whenever he looking at them 3 babies, and she talk about some celibacy. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, bruh. So I don't know. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it shouldn't be done because I believe that it should. But yeah. I say it'd be a little bit harder.
Before you just like soul ties is a real thing. You don't want to attach your soul to someone and then.
It's not.
So I respect
not a real
it.
thing.
I love that. And then one more.
Argue with
how
me
do
in
you
the
react
comments
when you
because
don't get what you want?
Communication, conversation. I'm big on talking things like that. So if it's something like I want that, you talking about like within myself or like with my partner?
With your partner. Like, say if you wanted me to do something, how do I say it?
You
Just
don't
anything.
know.
Say you want me to do something, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with doing that just yet. Would you shut down? Well, you did say communication, but
Yeah.
something
So
like that.
no. You like I said earlier, like trying to change someone into your liking is like you
I
have to
might
meet the
shut
person
down.
where they're at and kind of grow with them. That's how you're gonna have longevity.
If
That's
if it's something within reason or it's something I feel like this is the time to do this, and I'm not talking about nothing sexual, but it's like, like, hey, what this and that, like, and it's like, oh, I'm not comfortable with telling you that just yet. I do reserve the right and not to be looked at as sassy to be like, all right, well, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to tell me that, that's cool. But like, I feel like I should know that, or I feel like, or like, oh, can you do this? Oh man, it's a little bit too early to be asking me to do that. Like, cause I know that I'm not about to ask a woman that I just met to go and pick up my child or do anything for me really. But like, if we in it, and then you like, nah, it's a little too early for that, and I feel like it's not too early for that. Yeah, that might be a deal breaker for me, and that's okay.
how you're gonna make it further and you get a lifelong partner. For me, just trying to, or anybody just trying to change someone from the beginning, that it never ends well. So yeah, absolutely not.
I like you. Do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2? You did say that. Okay.
Good.
Wonderful. Yes, that's good.
She like, I'm trying to get out of here with
Any
somebody.
questions over here?
How old are your kids?
13 and 14.
Do you want more kids?
I always said I would have another kid with a wife.
With the wife. So you want to get married?
It's definitely in my vocabulary. It's in my plans. If I find the right person, absolutely. Because I do.
Have you ever
It's
been
in
married?
everybody's
To the Lord.
vocabulary.
I've never been married. It's just making you laugh.
Oh.
Ain't funny.
Where'd you say
Girl
you're from?
pop.
Also from Virginia.
Girl pop.
You live there now?
Yeah, not just
No, I live
be.
there.
Oh, what part?
Here?
Mhm.
Avondale.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you cook?
I I'll motivate you in the kitchen.
I cook. Okay? You don't gotta motivate me. But do you know how to grill?
No.
It's not the best. It's not the best.
Okay.
Girl, pop.
Other than that, I don't know. I don't have any other questions for you.
Okay.
Reggie, time to make a decision. So we've got two beautiful ladies.
Absolutely.
I know it's going to be a tough choice, but we do have to pop one of their balloons.
No pun intended.
Great questions, great answers, great outfits. Everything is literally beautiful. But if I have to pop one, I'm going to go ahead and pop this.
Why?
Okay. Why did we end up popping her balloon?
Man.
Celibacy.
I feel like we would mesh well. I feel like are you spiritual?
Very.
Yeah, because when I mentioned the soul tie, I see how you kind of lit up for that. So I feel
Yeah.
like we would have meshed in that way. We're beating the same drum, but literally, I think just from all the questions I've asked, all the questions that's been asked to me, I match with her a little bit more.
I love how intentional you are. And
Absolutely.
I hope you find your match.
Definitely.
Respect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go on back. Okay, let's bring you on up. Come on up. Come on.
Hey, okay.
All right. So, any final questions between the two of you before?
Any questions for me?
Yeah, I have one more question.
Okay.
All right. So my question is this. So my family dynamic is kind of different. Like I'm not necessarily close to my biological family, but I've had friends who kind of become my family. So my question to you is this. What are your thoughts on family? And as far
He went from I see you, nephew, to that's you? Oh, okay. You went from all right. Okay. He probably hearing about it. But he more I don't know.
as far as your family is concerned, like how does their
I
opinion
want to see that reunion video.
on the person you're dating kind of affect the relationship?
I have a very big family, and we're very close. Very respectable. Like I said, gender roles. Their opinion is very important to me because I spend a lot of time with my family whenever we're together. Like right now, it's the holiday weekend. I have family here until tomorrow. They've been here for a week or so. We get together. We have, and we bring our significant.
So they ain't got nothing to do.
So I'm not sure.
Family been there for a week or so.
But my family's gonna ask you questions, and they're gonna.
I ain't nowhere
to know what you're about, and
for a week.
I'm gonna pay attention to that. So
That perfectly answered. Perfectly answered.
So, is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
it's a yes.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match! I'll go ahead and take this mic, and you guys can go on up.
I'm yelling in the mic.